Lesson 2. Creating an Introduction. Hi, welcome to Lesson 2 of Ableton Live Theory videos. For this lesson we will get straight into Ableton and begin to create a basic 16-bar intro, which could also be 32 bars. For this lesson you will be required to download the zip file, Lesson 1, from the link above this video. Please do this now if not already done so. The folder contains 6 different instrument samples, 2 bass notes, 2 claps and 2 hi-hats. We will be using these to create our basic track, but feel free to use your own sounds or samples. If you then click on each sound, you should hear a preview. If not, simply switch on the preview button at the bottom of the screen, which should be highlighted blue. Firstly, we must alter the beats per minute at the top left-hand side of the screen. This is currently set to 120, which is the tempo used to create house music. We want to enter 140. This is the generic tempo for dubstep, give or take 1 or 2 BPM either side. For example, 137, 138, 141, 144 would all be categorized as dubstep. We then want to switch over to the arrangement view, as this is where we'll be doing most of our work. On the timeline, we then want to zoom in so we can see a full bar and all 4 of its beats. This is done by clicking and dragging the black box at the top of the screen and dragging down to zoom in and up to zoom out. This box is called the clip overview and will be empty on your screen because we have no sounds on the track display. But once we insert audio into this track, it will then appear in this area. It is very useful and allows you to easily navigate through a piece of music. Underneath the beat timer ruler, we have the loop selected box. This will loop the selected area. At the moment, it is set to loop bars 1 to 4. This will keep continuously playing these bars if the loop switch is turned on. We want to set this to 1 bar and then zoom in to see each beat in the bar. We can then start to insert some sounds by clicking on the sample and dragging it into an audio channel in the correct position. Here on my example, we have a full 32 bars. To create this, I have simply added a bass beat on beat 1, a clap on beat 2, and hi-hats on beat 3. I started off with looping the first bar to see if it sounded correct. Once correct, I then copied this bar 32 times. I also changed the bass on bars 17 to 32 by simply replacing the existing bass and adding the second one. It is also important to name each of these audio channels using Ctrl R. This may not be as important now, but will be when creating a full track. I also added some audio effects to some of the sounds. I added reverb to the clap. Now once the clap is played, it has a small echo afterwards. I also added a ping pong delay to the second clap. This is similar to reverb but sounds slightly different. By adding effects to your work, you can help to soften any harsh sounds or alter how the sample actually sounds. One of the easiest ways to understand the effects is trial and error. Insert an effect, alter the characteristics and you'll hear the difference and hopefully understand what each does. Try to use 1 or 2 effects, as many more may just distort the sound. Please now try some effects on your work